I was Googling you and found a magazine, and it was trying to tell me to that you're in like this month, and now it's telling me to now I hit download, and it's like got me downloading all kinds of stuff I do not want to
Oh, I'm
download.
so sorry. I think that is actually the local that's actually the magazine for here. And sometimes because they obviously release them monthly, so sometimes you could be downloading something slightly different.
Well, there's just
So
ads all over the place. So it said, to download the article, and now it's downloading something I don't
I'm
want, an
sorry.
image finder. Anyway,
I
okay.
apologize for that.
It's not
Give
your
me
fault. It's there.
tell
The
me what it
magazine
is.
has ads all over it.
Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. But what do you want to read? I can send that to you. I'm sure I have a copy. So just let me know. Hello, Heather, welcome.
Thank you.
So how are we going with course building? Are we doing something exciting, fun, and I don't know, show me something.
Yes. Did you get the questions I sent through the form
Yes,
beforehand?
I was having a look, and oh, sorry, that's that today. Sorry, my apologies. I was just looking at it before and I didn't see that question, Nicholas. Sorry. Oh, about the essay response. Is that the one?
Yes, I sent three questions, but I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else sent questions beforehand, so I don't want to jump
No, no,
in line.
that's okay. But we can answer your questions now. Nicholas, do you want to just talk me through what you wanted to achieve?
Sure. Once in a training, if somebody has completed the training, there are these possibilities to make essay questions.
Yes.
What did you learn or something? And what
Yeah.
I wanted to see if there's a way that I could be notified whenever a student fills out one of those essay questions. Because what I found online requires me to like individually go and check the activity feed.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if there's an easier way to find out that somebody filled out an essay question.
Okay. So Nicholas, this is one of the things that we have been discussing, and I think the quick answer is, unfortunately, at this stage, that function is not available. But I do understand that something is being worked on, that you will get a report eventually, so you will be able to actually get. I believe that's being worked on, but I don't know where that's at. So yeah, so that's where that is at the moment. Unfortunately, there is no direct way of actually getting you notified
Okay, no worries.
with essay response. But Nicholas, just a quick question. Are you using the forum?
I was just going to
Not
say.
really, because for now I want to start doing or using XP for one-on-one clients. So I'm not expecting them to speak to each other because they
I
don't know
see,
each
I
other.
see. Fair enough, fair enough. Because the one thing about that is that actually, I wonder if there's a workaround. Nicholas, just bear with me for a moment. Sorry, I'm just trying to find your workaround. I was just thinking whether that you can restrict in the forum capacity. Um,
I had asked
let
that
me,
before so that the students could upload stuff that I could only see, as the administrator, and it will work for you too. So when I've got individual clients, yeah, they're uploading their stuff, but they're not sharing it with everybody in the group. And I
is that
think
in the
before you,
forum, Sue?
yeah,
Dr.
in the
Sue?
forum.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought that might be the case you were working on. So that's actually, what do you think about that, Nicholas? Is
Yes, I have since I haven't looked at the forum because I'm not sure if since they're looking at the training page, I don't know if that's like an additional step for them to maybe move to the forum in order to fill out the essay question. I'm not sure how that works. I would have to look into.
yeah. Um, Nicholas, there is actually a way to actually mirror the content from your training, but in terms of restricting access, like Dr. Sue said, that might be something that I have to test out. I actually honestly haven't tested that out, but yes, there's been questions about whether we can get notified when students leave a message, but I believe that's actually being worked on. But at the moment, at this stage, the straight out answer is no, unfortunately. There's no straight way that you can get it notified when there's a essay being posted. So
Okay, thank you.
probably not so helpful, but however, I do think Dr. Seuss forum and limited access and only being notified as administrator is actually awesome. So thank you, Dr. Sue, for that. Appreciate
Well, I'm just saying that that's where I was going to try to go. I don't know if it all works that way,
okay.
but if they fill out, you know, and I've got an assessment that they need to do, but I want that to be able to get sent to me, not through email and all that stuff, just right there, take it, it goes in, and then I want to be able to see it on the back end. So I think Rachel was talking about that before.
Yeah.
And so that was where I was just wondering if that
Actually,
was the workaround. But because
yeah.
at one time, if somebody uploaded something to the forum, it all went in. So then, yes, that would be Nick on the side couldn't do that because it would be, you know, it was just like they were uploading a document to share with everybody.
Yeah. Can
But
I
think,
share my screen with you?
yeah,
So I'm looking at the back end. Sorry, this is obviously in the building platform of the forum. So on the right hand side here, you can restrict to, everyone with people with a specific tag. So maybe it's something to test out, Nicholas, if you wanted to do one-on-one. So a particular student, I guess you'll create a tag with their name. And then that way they will be able to see certain things than other people want. Is that
Okay.
well, I was wondering if we could make ourselves a tag, you know, as I have a tag, and that's not everyone in this group. Some people with a specific tag.
Yeah.
That
So
I could, my one-on-one clients, I could give them my name as the tag, you know, it could be. So couldn't that work as a workaround?
But then
yeah. Sorry,
then they
Nicholas.
sorry, but I'm not sure that would work, I guess, because let's say if you have 3 clients, right? And
Yeah.
all 3 of them would see that space if you tag them with your name. So I would see the other clients' responses. I don't think you want that. I think Becky was suggesting do a tag for me, Nicholas, and so I'm the only one in that space, and only you and I can see the information that we have in common.
Yeah. Or you can actually
Yeah, I think that's what I was mentioning, that it would only, the permissions would only go to the person with the tag.
Yeah. And I think
But
even if to do to slightly less complication than that, you can actually create different spaces in the forum. So if you go, you can actually just create another group or create different. So you can just actually create different groups, and so that way you can actually put a student in a particular group. So that way is only communicating between you and them. Then you don't even need to tag them as such. So you can actually just say, "Oh yeah, well, you still need to tag them. Sorry, I apologize. You need to tag them." And then just between the student and you, but you don't need to tag yourself because you are the admin.
You're right.
So I think that's where so I think that's where, you know, for the whole course you can actually have different subgroups like this, if that helps.
So give each student, put them in their own group.
Yes,
Each
student gets their own group. So, you know, for example, Nicholas's space, Dr. Sue's space, Heather's space, and then that way you can actually mirror the content that will upload to each session that you're training them on. But, you know, in each space, so the discussion is between you and the student. But I haven't tested this. I'm just thinking, working it out in my head. I think in theory that should work.
And then nobody else would have access to that group, but the
No.
admin, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yep,
Yeah.
that could be a workaround.
I have another suggestion. Maybe this works, Dr. Sue. I'm starting to use a survey site that is free that's called tally.so. And I'm sharing that with, that's what I'm planning to share with my individual clients. And I see that there's one option for them to upload files. And when they submit a survey response, regardless of whether it's typed or adding a file, I'm the one who gets that email with that submission. And then you could create maybe a filter or something, or just resend their submission with their file to them. But that might work for you as well.
Yeah, that's what most people do. I was trying to do all mine inside XP as much as possible.
Yeah.
If it has
And
to do with a training,
yeah,
there's a
absolutely.
training. Yeah, do this, and then it shows
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
So
So
Actually,
it's a little bit like this. Heather, do you have anything you wanted to add? Have you been working in a forum? Please, that's
I don't
discussed.
use a form, but
You
for the
don't?
survey, I use Go Plus. So my form, anytime someone submits the form, I get an alert that it's been
Yeah,
done.
actually, and I have
that's
that was my
another thought.
second question in my form, what was Dr. Sue was mentioning, to like keep students in the platform and not,
Yeah.
move to some other site. Because currently I have that link as one of the homeworks, I guess, in a training, and they click a link and it takes them to a different tab. So I was wondering if I can embed Tally's survey within XP so they don't leave XP. They just see the form, the embedded HTML form, I guess, fill it out in XP, click submit, but they're always within the XP portal. They don't, no new tab gets opened.
Hmm.
Heather, I've
No,
got I've got Go Plus
sorry.
too. So are you doing, so then that's separate. Will you get anything notified inside of XP? Have you been able to take the Go Plus and send it to your XP course?
PS, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but during graduation, they have to fill out the graduation form, kind of like we did with Marisa's course. And it takes them to Go Plus. They fill out their stuff and then they go back. So like Nicholas was saying, it'd be nice if it was all contained in the XP. Well, this goes to Go Plus. It's another tab where they have to fill out. Then they go back and they hit the button. I did it, and so that's when they
Well, yeah,
finalize
because
the
you put
XP part
those
of it.
links. Yeah, it'll automatically do
Mm.
that for you. So you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
They don't have to do anything. Yeah, we can put those. Yeah.
So the link is in there, and then I get the alert. I think the alert is then from Go Plus, right? Not XP, because it was done in the form in Go Plus. If PS, I set that up like last year, so if there's a better way since then to do it, I'm all ears.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, betting I don't know about this survey form, Nicholas, that you were talking about, or the uploading platform. But I do think, though, Dr. Sue, if you can, just while you haven't started using third party, that it is actually, I think it will work in the forum. I will go and test it out anyway after our session, and let me have a look at, see if they can make that work and see how the tagging works. And Nicholas, I'll share that with you as well, because you will be able to, if you upload the homework in Experienceify in the actual session, that they will be able to obviously submit their homework as an upload in the forum if we were to use the forum for that capacity. So like this, let's see if we have a upload. So obviously they will be able to upload things here in the comments and pictures, and obviously give you comments. And as long as that is about the privacy that we're worrying about here. So
Yeah.
let me have a little test out and then see if I can actually make that work, and I'll share my steps with you. Just give me a little bit of time though, because I want to make sure that I've got it and test it, and then I'll share that with you. Did I
Because
answer
I
the?
think, somebody was talking about it once that they had actually people that were like, they were in a painting class. And so they were, taking photos and just showing, how they were going along. And it wasn't going directly in the forum, but the teacher was getting them.
Yeah.
And so, but they could do it inside the thing. It wasn't an outside email. I guess it's not direct because the forum right now is not set up for that. But seemed like there were some workarounds.
Yeah.
It'd be great if you could restrict the forum, but the forum just looks like a Facebook page,
Yeah.
so it goes to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you can select, but I think Nicholas's problem is that he's not getting, because you can submit essays currently in the in the platform, but however, the problem is that that you are not able to get notified if someone uploaded something. I think that is the problem here, right? Because Nicholas, if they submit something and you go in to look at activity log, that you'll be able to find their message and you have to reply, right? That's where that's actually getting stuck. So yeah, we have been discussing this, and I know this answer is, unfortunately, the short answer is no, but there is a workaround. So let me test out this forum and see if we can make it nice and clean, and that just becomes a conversation between you and the student rather than with the whole group. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Nicholas. Any other questions for me?
Do you have
Well,
three, didn't you say?
Sorry.
I have a question, but I was going to let Nicholas finish his questions.
No. But I think it's more fair if I just take one question at a time. So everybody gets a turn, and then if there's time at the end, I'll make another question.
Okay. Dr. Sue, do you have a question? You were here. You were here
No,
before I was.
go ahead. I've got lots of questions, so go ahead.
Okay. So my question is kind of easy. So everything's built in XP, and then I know that we had our order forms in XP before Go Plus was even a thing. So now we have Go Plus. I never thought about this, but can I do the order form in Go Plus, or should I just use an order form in Experienceify? The reason why I'm asking is I'm building a landing page in Go Plus, and I just assume, P.S. I'm having somebody else do it because I don't have the time for it. So I assume they would just put the link in the Go, or the I keep wanting to say Go High Level, in the Go Plus
Go
form,
Plus.
just over to the Experienceify order form, right?
Yeah.
That's how that mechanics works.
Absolutely.
Do people create the order form in Go Plus at all, or just do that one connection between Go Plus and Experienceify?
Yes. So the short answer is yes. I'm not a Go Plus expert. So the question, if you wanted to get that all connected and you had technical question about the connection, do please go and see Sebastian at the Go Plus Office Hour. But the answer is yes, because I built my landing page also in Go Plus, and then I get that all connected up, and then obviously order form and go over to, and then I will connect to the certain course that you're linking that to. So it's actually easier than you think, but it's actually about clicking buttons. But I don't want to steer you wrong, because I am learning Go Plus as I go as well. So do go and see the expert so he can make sure that you are sorted. So
I got it.
But
Thank you so much.
So yeah.
I have something I can. Yeah,
sorry,
no, go ahead.
Dr. Sue,
I'll finish.
please. No.
Well, I was just going to say that that this came up with Heather before, and because I got kind of thrown into Go Plus as well, so I just was rebuilding, website and book site. I didn't do everything yet. She suggested it's better because some of us do know XP better. Stay in XP. They've got great landing pages. They've got everything's linked to each other. The the magic link is automatic. And there's no learning curve for some of us that's been around, because I've already gone to Go Plus, and it's like, I'm learning a whole new thing, and you've got to get those links inside Go Plus correct, so it goes back and snaps back over there. And if you don't do that part right, so there's more work if you build them there. She suggested stay in XP. The people have been in XP know XP a little better. If you're a Go Plus person, you already have everything set up, then you're better off there. Then you don't have to learn XP. They're not that difficult. But anyway, she said build your pages and keep it in XP with your courses and all that.
I
Absolutely.
think it makes sense though, workflow wise, because it has, everything kind of automated with if they haven't been in for a while. So I like the automation part of it. But if they purchase in XP, is that database like, do I have to then export the students from there into Go Plus so that I can continue my nurture? Is that how that works? You have to export it manually, right?
Yeah, it doesn't go the other way. So because they're coming straight into XP, right? So they are skipping Go Plus. So
Right.
yes, you will be able to export the whole file and then just upload it into Go Plus.
Yes.
So
Got it.
yeah.
It's just a manual thing. I'm sure it's easy enough. And
And
okay.
I think Dr. Sue, that was the conversation we had. I think the first time I met you, I believe that was the conversation we had. I do think that if you don't have 5 courses going and things like that, and you're just starting and you want to get the product on the market, it is better to stay with one platform and you can add all the bells and whistles later. That's what Marissa said. They get it out on the market and do it as fast as possible. Not saying don't future proof it, but how much time do you want to spend using learning new tech basically. So yeah.
Okay.
But you seem to
I
know Go High Level because you went straight for Go High Level rather than Go Plus. So I assume you're probably quite familiar with that. But if you're
no.
familiar with that, then that's good. And it's just a matter of actually the connecting points. So it's quite straightforward. And I believe actually Redux actually sent out there was an email with different parts of training on how to get everything all connected. So you can actually go through the video and actually walk through the step with them. But obviously, like Dr. Sue said as well, is stay on one platform if you can, unless there's a reason to expand. But I think the most important thing, as we always talk about, is to get that course out onto the market
Gotcha.
as fast as possible,
Thanks,
right? So yeah, cool.
That was it for my questions.
I think I remember
Heather?
one
Yes, right.
a workaround for that. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that you mentioned the email, and I was like, oh shoot, yeah, I forgot about that. It was like, do the sales pages that we know and the thank you pages and all that junk in XP that we know. When it comes to the order form can jump over to Go Plus. They fill it out. They capture the email. You will just have to stick one code in. It's basically, it'll be a redirect back to your XP page where they go next to the thank you page. So the order form can be in Go Plus. They take everything, they got your CRM, they've got all that going. Then that little link I was saying, yeah, okay, so it's an extra step, but that's probably why the extra step was there. If Go Plus is going to capture the emails, so they can get that thing, then they're back to my nice thank you pages and my whatever else I want to offer them. I think that was the workaround. Don't quote me on that, but Becky, you can check it out.
Yeah, that sounds logical and that sounds really cool. I will test it out and just to see how that works. So yeah. So it's
Because
I
that
do
little
think
order form's nothing by that time. That's just your name and your credit card. Like who knows? Those look different anytime we're
Exactly.
shopping, because
Yeah.
that's just whoever's got it, Stripe or whatever. They won't know that you're sitting over there
Exactly.
in Go
That's
Plus.
true. Thanks, guys.
Well, I had a question about the expiring mini course. I am so frustrated trying to do something with that. Kind of just use as a lead magnet.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give up on that. So for now,
Okay.
the AI is just not working. The photos are horrible. I know that, I don't know how Marie comes up with these things, but I can't use it. So I was looking at the gamified.
Sorry, Dr. Sue, is that the actual expiring mini course, not the template in XP? Is that right?
Yeah, I bought the whole package to do with the AI built in it and all that.
Right.
The expiring mini course. So yeah, that's what I'm frustrated with. But I need to get out, a lead magnet So I was just looking at I mean, I've got some other lead magnets, but I don't have like nice, good lead magnets that might convert better. So I was looking at the gamified lead magnet. Do you have one that you can pop up here and show? Because
No,
it looks like that all I'm going to do, I'll have a nice page. I'll have a video overview of what my lead magnet is. Then they download the lead magnet. But it was, I was just wondering, the buttons are there and where they're on the page, because then it's got, now it's got the 3 steps that you do. And then the other things, it's kind of like, we want them to consume, and we also want them to see our next offer. So it's just kind of like, why are some of those in those things? I kind of like, we do that, when somebody clicks on something, is the next part going to fold up, roll up, or does it actually go to the next page so that it looks like the part, on some of the things you click on a part and you hit button or you do something like that, and it looks like it's opening another page. It's actually below the fold, but it's the same thing. And if they don't scroll, they're not going to see that they get these XP points, and they're not going to see, your basically your TY page is what it looks like. So I haven't seen what a finished one looks like, because I want them to make sure they get my next step. If they don't scroll, they don't get the next step.
so I've just
From
pulled this template, Dr. Sue.
Yeah.
So is this the one that you're looking at?
Well, I can't see the name at the top.
Oh, sorry. Expiring mini course.
Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Sure. Okay. So course content. Yeah, I want to see what a finished one looks like. There's a blank one. I mean, maybe on course content, hey, well, it's like watch the quick start thing, and you don't have to watch that video. There's not much on there, but I think that this has the page.
Sorry, I haven't got one to show you because I'm currently building one as well myself. So
Okay.
but I am building it from scratch. So the templates are great. So what do you wanted to see, Dr. Sue? And what is missing for you? Because this is obviously customizable, so you will be able to customize it. So just to remove anything you don't want, obviously, like our normal course building.
Yeah,
So
I'm not seeing.
I have
okay,
one. Do you
so
want to see it? It might be a hacked one, but I can show you one.
Yeah, that'd
yeah,
be, I mean, can she
for
share?
sure. Please, yeah,
Share?
absolutely. Thank you, Heather.
Let's see.
Okay, how'd it do for you?
Oh, I haven't. I pretty much launched it to my friends and family, and that was it. My real
Okay.
job gets in the way of the fun stuff. So this is more of a hobby. So not so great. I mean, your friends and family said it's great, but they have to say it, right? Because they like you.
So we also have Nicole online. So Nicole, feel free to participate if
Oh
you
shit.
have a solution. I love these discussions because I learn things as well. So I appreciate all these insights or workarounds. That's pretty cool. So
Is this it? Is this what you're talking about? That you watch something and you go down? P.S. I haven't
Yeah.
looked at this in
Okay,
so
so
long.
yeah, can we just go at the top and go kind of slowly
Sure.
through it?
I don't think I even did a
Okay.
video on this one. I think I just put up a picture and I said, "Here's your
Okay.
mission. Let's do it." And then here's the first thing was here. Oh, this part right here was hidden and it only popped up after they hit the button on the last. There's 4 little sessions. And then the last session after they hit that they finish it, then that I don't know. Oh, when it hits 0, I don't know. I forgot. It's been so long. Jeez. But the
Okay.
part that said, whoa, I did a pre-course survey. That's what that was.
Okay.
Jeez.
And was
What
that
else did I do?
through, and then did you get notified when they filled out the survey?
Yeah, this went into Go Plus.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Because that's what sounded like what Nicholas is saying. Yeah.
yeah. And I had Marina, the girl who helps.
Yeah.
So she's the one who connected all for me. So there's a
Okay.
pre-course survey, and I think I wanted to ask people like, what is it that you really want to learn? It's about trade shows, by the way. And what are you lacking? And then this is really it's 60 hacks in 60 minutes. And it's broken down into 4 15-minute videos.
Wow.
And
Okay. And then,
and I
okay, now, yeah, here's your bonus. And then
uh,
here's your call to action. Take the boot camp, right?
totally forgot about all this stuff. Yeah, I guess so. Um,
Okay. So basically they do have to keep scrolling to get, now where did they
oh,
end up getting their action steps? There was no more actions. Well, I guess they just,
I
anyway.
mean, oh, you mean the
Okay.
videos? I guess I
Yeah, no,
just
you
clicked
got
on.
those. And then I guess when each video opened, then yeah, you got your action and your buttons and they get their
I don't
I
remember all this
watched it
junk being
or
down here.
whatever.
That's a lot. This looks very spammy. I don't think this was available until after they finished the program or after the time went down to 0.
Okay.
Because I think from what I remember, it was kind of clean and it, kind of like this stuff wasn't there in the beginning. Wow. Glad I'm not selling this one because I forgot all about it.
If somebody
Um,
finds it, they might sign up for something.
I, was- I, I don't know. I'd have to fix it. But yeah, so this was just because my big program has like 20 sessions in it. So I took one of the sessions, broke them down into 15-minute things, and that was how I just played around with the expiring course. It was a way to dip my toe into figuring out what I'm doing in XP.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think Dr. Sue, this is one of the things that templates are awesome and templates will lead them to different actions and getting them to take actions. But I think, how one of the things that Marissa is very good at doing as well is actually building in questions. So they have, that you have answered a lot of questions, but however, at the same time, it's all about, moving them forward to get them to take action. And ultimately is to do the next session, and by the end they will go, actually I need more, right? So and then I
Right,
think
right.
there's one of those things that's about the video, and I don't think it need to be very long. Our expiring mini course, the one that we are currently revamping, is actually going to be videos are going to be about 3 minutes in each, and then there will be a whole lot of things just so them just it's a snapshot of your bigger course, because I know your course is there, you have all the content, you have all the things, but it's actually about extracting that and what is the problem you're trying to solve with this solution, and then ask them, have they thought about any more? So problem is something that I work with, and that is that you should be able to capture that in 3 minutes, but it's really demoing the power, a snapshot of the power of your course. You can do 4 sessions like Heather, or you can do 3. You can even do 2. You could even do a one long scroll page if you wanted to, so they don't necessarily have to go to the next thing. But I think it's the invitation to invite them to the next step, because you want them to buy. Ultimately, that is where we are leading them to with these expiring mini course, right? So have a think about that, Dr. Sue. I do highly recommend mapping out what you want to showcase and what you think the objection or what grabs people. And it's one of those things that you want to do. Have a think, and then take
Right.
them through a mini journey of your course, your bigger course, in the snapshot.
Yeah. And I had
So
another question for you because I'm doing like one of your examples. I've got to my expiring mini course will be for the parent that's going to buy the course for the child. And that's why I was wondering if you'd set up one of those for the parent, because that's a whole different marketing thing that I've got to do is talk about the course in a way and get them through. So that will be, I'm going to be using that as, like a sales page type of thing to get them into something other than just a, lead magnet. I've got, video. Well, lead magnet just has like one, video and all that. But, I just want to have multiple things. So I was going to, expiring mini course as well will get them the training. So yeah, I didn't know what you were doing for your parents to get
Okay.
them.
So this is the actual course. Sorry, you guys are sitting right on top of my buttons, so I just had to shrink that. So apology. One moment. I'll just open this up and then I can put this back.
This is so cute,
So
Becky.
Yes. And
yeah, thank you, Heather, and thank you for sharing your mini course. It's really cool. Expiring mini course.
It's a hot
60
mess.
hacks in 60 minutes. If that's running again, Heather, please let me know. I would like to go through that because I started and we had our own meetings in event center. So I always like to see industry professionals hacks because they are just things that you don't know that you need to know, right? So it's always very cool. All right. So this is what I did, Dr. Sue, is actually this is a briefing page for the parent. It lives on the site. And the parents get a snapshot of what the kids are learning. So
right. I have that too,
yeah.
but I want something before they buy.
So what you
I
can
wanted,
do, yeah. So in the mini, so you can basically your expiring mini course will be exactly the same format that you will be able to add new things to that. You can just add another thing on top if you wanted. So there's a section for the kids that's going through, and then another one for the parent tab that you show them. Am I making sense?
well, yeah, I was going to need that. I've not done that part. The
Yeah.
parent like
And
companion.
yeah,
I was just wanting to do the an expiring mini course as a sales page, as a
yeah,
lead magnet to get them to
yes,
buy the course
yeah,
for their
absolutely.
child
So
before they
if
get
you,
in there.
yeah, okay, no problem. But if you wanted to give something specially for the parent, but it still lives on the expiring mini course, that go to step 4, Dr. Sue, and
Yeah.
just create a custom page. That is a custom page that I've just made. So it's, let me just scroll to the right place. Where are we?
Because the sales page has to be all about the parent. There's not going to be anything there for the kids.
Yeah. So then you will then in that case the sales page or the expiring mini course. Who is the
I was
expiring
going to
mini course?
either one. I mean, the sales page has to be for the parent, but the expiring mini course also has to be all geared to the parent to even get them to the sales page.
So you're
So
writing. So okay. So you're writing the sale. You're actually designing the expiring mini course for the parent. Yes, not for the kid.
yes,
Yeah. So
correct.
you'll just change the language and how you design that page. You just change the language, and you don't need a separate thing for the parent. But however, you can say, in the video or in somewhere, and this is what your kids is going to get, the transformation their kid is going to get. That's how I would do it. But then that's personal opinion. Anyone wanted to chip in, please feel free. But that's how I would do it. I will actually I will actually design the EMC for the parents because you're talking to the parent, not talking to the kids. So
Right.
what I've just shown you, our Mission AI course, it's designed to talk to the children, but however, we have a separate page that talk to the parents because
Right.
obviously that is, parents don't want these sort of cute kitty language to help them, move forward. They will be going, why are you talking to me like that? But believe it or not, number of the adults that love it, number of adults that have said to me, can I do this course too? It's phenomenal. It's a lot of fun, but and you do learn a lot of different things, but it's really cool. So I do think that if your EMC is actually designed to talk to the adult, then just target that, but do tell them what their kid is going to get in the end, and just make that really clear. Obviously, and through this course, you just start dropping a little bit, even in your videos and your materials that you're going to give them. You just drop these, what's the transformation that your kid is going to get. But I would change the language entirely to talk to the adult, the
Yeah,
parents.
that's what I know.
So,
And it might
yeah.
just be easier to just do a gamified lead magnet with the parent focus and not go and just not worry about trying to set up, videos to talk to the parents. I guess I could just do that on a call. So
Yeah.
maybe just forget about the expiring mini course and just do, whatever. Yeah, do a gamified lead magnet, and at least I'd get more about it. It's got they could already see some gamification going on. The parent
Yeah.
could.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
maybe I'll just
Yeah.
do that. I think
Yeah.
I think trying to do a parent gamified mini course, that's just too much, or expiring mini course. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And Dr. Stu, something to think about as well. If you really want to demo and showcase what they're going to get, you can, once, if you have, I know you have been building your course, so just take a screenshot and just drop it as pictures or as a background to show them what the course looks like, as a picture. So they do see just a little bit of showing them what they're going to get, if that's what you're worried about. And at least that way you'll be able to do both. So
Okay, well, that would probably be down at the bottom below about the next steps on that lead magnet thing. I think that would be down there, is that next steps. Here's the course, and I could even do something there. Okay, that might be simpler.
cool.
All right, you can get back to Nicholas's questions.
I like to simplify everything, so that's good. That's good. We can reduce time on obviously building, and so you're ready to go and ready to launch anyway. So, and if there's a need later down the track, you can always build one if you need something bigger. For if the parents keep saying, "Oh, we would like to test this," then you built an EMC for them to have a little play, to go through in more extensive period of time over the course of 3 days or something like that. But in the meantime, I think, if that's all you wanted to show the parents, for them to be able to click and then
that's why I kind of just thought the expiring mini course type of thing. And again, 3 short little videos. They'll have some gamifications in there. They'll have some things. I just thought it'd be a good idea, but it may be a little difficult to do that.
So I think, Dr. Sue, if you are actually talking to schools, that's how I will use the.
No, I'll be going directly to the parents. This is not a school thing.
Sorry,
The facilities are getting me in the door. The coaches, the sports facilities, I've got to talk to the owner first. Owners talk to the coaches. Coaches want to do it. They'll send me to their parents.
Yeah,
but I don't get their email list. I'll just send it to the parents. Then I get to start marketing the parents if they want to. That's why I've got to send them a lead magnet for them to get on my email list. Then I can start to market them.
I see. So if you,
but I can also put this out there on social media when I'm ready. I'm trying to get the whole thing set up. But right now I'm just starting with programs I've worked with before, so, or in the future, even once I haven't, I'm going to go through those doors first. But I'm still kind of looking at, if I just had to go out there and put a Facebook ad to go somewhere, what am I going to do to capture somebody?
Yeah,
capture
absolutely. But just, I think simplification at the beginning, so you can start going out there and you can add all these things if you think, oh, actually, that is, the lead magnet is working really well, but I think I need to give them a little bit more push and I want them to experience a bit more. Then you go to the next part and start building. And I think, once you have the lead magnet, you can start marketing anyway, and that will be the quickest thing that you'll be able to start. So, because it's only a simple thing, right? So,
right, yeah,
simpler than a 3-day, right? So,
yeah,
cool. All right. Are you happy, Dr. Sue?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm going to step it back some.
Yeah. I think simple and well done is never the problem. Is complex but not finished. That's usually the struggle, I think.
Oh yeah.
Nicole, do you have any question for us, or we'll jump back onto Nicholas?
Oh, thanks so much. No, I'm actually just kind of listening, learning. I just finished developing my content over the weekends, so
Cool.
I am kind of diving into getting everything set up and just here to learn and listen.
Okay. Well, welcome, Nicole, and welcome to XP. So it's very cool. Nice to have you here.
Thanks so much. I'm super excited.
And Nicole, it's just what we were talking about is if you log into the back of XP, Experienceify, and there are different templates that's sitting there. So just grab one, start to have a play with it. You can't break it. You can always create another one and you can delete it. So just have a play with it and get familiar with all the different buttons, and that will be my suggestion. But look at one page at a time. I think that will be the best, rather than flicking through all the different pages. But do go through all the steps so you can see, what's involved and what you need and that kind of thing, while you're working through your course. That would help as well to structure the course a little bit. Cool.
Perfect.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you, Nicole. Feel free to jump in and ask any questions. Dr. Sue and Nicholas are both extremely helpful. So, Nicholas.
Okay. So one more question. I'm struggling with my emails not ending up in spam. And I did all the setup in account, going to the school tab and ensuring that the record type is registered, and so that the emails get sent out. And here's one thing that I was advised to do. I'm not sure if it was Stephen, but I have my general domain, which is this one, and then they suggested, okay, for XP as well as for Go Plus, etc., try to use different subdomains so that if one of my platforms gets marked or flagged as spam, it won't shut down my entire email communication. So I was going through or trying to replicate what Marissa had suggested in her courses, as well as to like whitelisting, but I want my clients only to whitelist, let's say, my general email. So I'm going to use Marissa's example. So if it's at liveyourmessage.com, I want them to just whitelist that, not the subdomains, not like xp.liveyourmessage.com and then whitelist goplus.liveyourmessage.com, etc., etc., etc. Because that would be too much of a hassle asking every client to whitelist 2 or 3 emails. So I'm not sure why my emails are still arriving in spam, since I set up everything apparently correctly in the account tab.
Okay. So if everything is correct, I think that might become a technical question, Nicholas.
Okay.
I think it's worth to write to support at experienceify.com to actually get them to look into if there's a setting or but just get them to check your setup and make sure everything is actually running. Of that, explain to them what the steps you have taken, and just explain to them, look, this is still happening, so can you have a look at this for me? And that will be on the technical side. Unfortunately, I have to hand that off at this point. That is one thing I can't even test. So yeah. So do actually write to them. They are really good, and they will check that for you and give you, help you move forward and to make sure that the emails are coming through correctly. And yeah. But I do think that white labeling, I mean, even in the email to them to white label your email address, it is actually critical, because all sorts of things go into like a recent 365 update. I literally had my clients I've been working with for about 5 years wrote to me and said, you didn't reply to my email. I said, yes, I did. And they went into spam, and there I was. And I was like, okay. So it's just every update, sometimes things just goes a bit crazy. So this, I think it is worth it to contact support to make sure that everything is all good and then there's nothing going
Great.
wrong, and they might have other suggestions as well.
I'll create a
If you
ticket.
find that out, because you're on here a lot, let me know because I wasn't sure. Because yeah, we had to pick those subdomains in Go Plus, which I didn't like doing. But I'm not sure. I think when you go and you've got instructions on your things to white label something, I thought you had to white label the whole thing, not just the part of it, not just the main domain part.
Yeah,
So
the whole
yeah. And
yeah.
so I just, like I said, if you can find that out, and you happen to be back on here, mention how that ended up working out.
Yeah, and
Because all
but
this white label stuff and everybody's so different now, it's kind of how you say things and how you do it. But I'm not sure you can just I don't know if you can leave off that subdomain.
Well, no, I tried that with my own account. I added my email address without the subdomain, and I was hoping that, like you said, maybe if my general domain is whitelisted, it won't have any issues with the subdomains. That's what I was hoping, but it's not the case. So and so anyway, but like Becky said, I'll raise a ticket, and if I do have some news, I'll share with you. But Becky, just to check back on my original question, regarding the embedding of HTML, which because I do see that in the homepage as an option, but not in the training. Is that something you said you might look into if there's a workaround for us to embed forms without people leaving XP? Did I understand that correctly?
HTML. Yeah, okay. Hang on, just bear with me for a moment. I do
Because even
remember. I
Heather
don't
had
have an
that
answer
issue,
on top of my
I
head.
think.
Sorry,
Even
I'm
even
writing
Heather
this
had
down.
that issue that she would embed like a button to have Go Plus forms be filled out, but again, it takes people outside of XP, and that's what we're supposed to avoid.
Yeah. Okay. Let me check. I did actually remember, but I don't hang on, wait a minute. Let me see.
Because there was a block of HTML, but I only see it in like when we try to edit the home page, but it's not an option when we add like a particular step to a training or
Okay.
to be
So,
added.
sorry, Nicholas, answer to your question, you can add blocks to training if you want these HTML to be on every single training page. I can show you here.
But it no it, we because the code would differ. Like training one would have survey one, training two would have survey two. So there would be
Yeah,
different HTML codes.
yeah. Let me check on that. Yes, very good question. Nicholas, I don't have an answer on top of my head, but let me check out. So you want to embed different HTML in different pages.
Yep, each
Am I
training has a
understanding
different
that?
survey, for instance.
Okay.
When you do that while you're creating each training?
Yeah, so for instance, I'm just going to make something up. Like if training one is uh, how to market your product, then there might be a survey, right? Which is questions about that. But then in the last one, if it's just how, training 500 is how to advertise your product, then the survey embedded there would be different questions. That's why I have like,
That we think, I mean, with inside each training should be its own capsule. It shouldn't have to have, each one should be able to have its own embedded, whatever's embedded is there. It goes to that survey. It's not going to change any of the others. I mean, right?
because
Yeah.
I can the way I'm doing it now, and it was similar to Heather, is like you can put a link there, but it will take you, it will take you out of XP to fill out that survey form or that form outside of XP. Like it doesn't let you embed the form itself, like the HTML code. You can only add a link, an external
Oh,
link.
Yeah. So link can be added. Let me look into this, Nicholas. I'm not sure you will be able to do it once, to be able to embed it, but I'm not sure if you can do it differently for each and every single page, unless it's custom page. Custom page allow you to do many different things because they are individual pages, but then the linking of one to the other is a little, it's not necessarily ideal. So because the course is obviously built to go from one to another. But let me look into this, and I'll double check and I'll find out the answer and I'll come back to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're most welcome. And either I'll send you an email or if you're back here next week, depending on which happens first, and I will answer your question.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Happy building. And
Thank
Dr.
you.
Sue, you good? You happy? All right. Bye,
Yeah, I
Nicholas.
was just going to
Nice see
say
you.
that, but I'm going to use the quiz thing because there's not quizzes in, XP. And it's the same thing like
You can,
forums or whatever. And
yeah.
so, yeah, so I was told it wasn't going to be that. Now, if I wanted to go outside somewhere else, like I had Bullet is what it's called for doing quizzes, really nice. But yeah, to get them to talk to each other, they would leave, and that'd be something separate. So I could only
Well,
use that like as a lead magnet and not tied in. But inside, I'd be able to link over to the quiz, let's say in Go Plus and back, and that won't look like a totally. Now maybe the tab changes, but it's still within because you're linking those back and forth. They're just a hyperlink
yeah.
to
But
that.
you
That's
can
what I was
build,
told. I am going to use a quiz.
hang on, wait a minute. You can build you can build quizzes in XP. So,
Oh, you can? Oh,
yeah.
where?
So if you go to course content, you go to,
I thought it was there, but then somebody said no, or maybe they just said, oh, they've got a good one over there in Go Plus. Oh, yeah.
so you just change this to multiple choices from simple checkbox.
Oh, yeah, there's your essay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Well, and I guess that had to just do with the lesson. Yeah, I was talking about maybe like a big global quiz as a lead magnet. But yeah, inside. So go back. What was in that? Where's that? So Nicholas,
it's,
that's what you're talking about. They fill out their form and they write an essay, or they wrote an essay. You're not getting a notification that they did an essay response.
Yeah, correct. If I do this, what Becky is showing, then I wouldn't have the responses, and it's not easy to get, like, let's say the answer to 10 questions in the quiz.
Oh yeah, that's not good. I mean, that's why is it there then?
yeah. I mean, it's yeah, okay. So if you wanted to if they only get one go, basically, if the answer is artificial intelligence. So if they could click something else as a student and they get it wrong, they get given, they get another go
Right.
until they get it right. So that the idea is for them to, for the idea of a quiz to is actually make sure that they learn. So if they never get a right answer. So just depending on what you wanted to achieve with a quiz, but for our students is actually more about, were they listening? If they were guessing, what is it? And what is, it's actually about enforcing learning, right? So the content will marry this quiz that's down the bottom. So it's actually just about reinforcing what they have learned in the session. It doesn't really matter that they do it 3 times, at least they got the answer right ultimately in the end.
Right, but
as
the
long as they
essay
have gone
does,
through.
yeah. Yeah, I forgot that's where the essay was. But yeah, because
Yeah.
that is important depending on what people are teaching and what we want to get back. So yeah, I'm surprised there's not a notification in there.
I
Is
mean,
there
you have to physically go and see that the student has done it. Just in the activity log as appeared to, you currently don't get an email.
right, but it's there. We can find it.
And yes, and I believe someone's actually, request for that to be one of the additional things to be added. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's hopefully coming soon. I understand that is I understand someone's put it on the wish list. So, and I do agree. Was that it will be nice to actually get um, get a get a notification as well. So,
Are there ways to upvote or that wish list to indicate that we're also interested? Maybe that
I
helps.
yeah, I will pass it on to Rachel as well, and to say, look, we'll just have a couple more requests come through for this as well. And yeah, yeah. So
Great,
I'll do
because
that.
XP in my case doesn't work. Like my surveys are, I'm a life coach, so it's more about journaling, how do you feel or
Right.
whatever. And in XP, the problem is that any type of survey starts bloating the information that's shown on the contact information. So if I pull up Becky, I see 500 questions, regardless of whether you filled out any survey or not. And that's why I don't want to use XP for surveys.
Yeah, yeah. But you can build a survey in Go Plus though, Nicholas.
Yeah, I know, but that's the problem. If I then go into your contact in XP, sorry, in Go Plus,
Yeah,
or there are too many fields like your address, your name, but then it's also question number 59, regardless of whether I sent you the survey or not. Um, that's why it's not it's then I can't find the relevant information when I'm looking at your contact view in Go Plus, and they said that there's no workaround for that. So that's why I moved
Oh,
to try to do it inside XP or something like Tally, but then I wanted it to embed it with Tally.
mm,
It seems it works quite fine. It's just not. It's just the little hiccup of them leaving XP and then having to return to
yeah.
XP, that extra step. But
Let
that's I
me,
mean,
Nicholas, let
minor.
me find out about embedding the HTML for you, just to see how we can actually see if we can do that differently on individual pages, and how do we do that, if that can be
Yep.
done.
And you gave me some ideas. I might play around with custom pages, or I might also think maybe if it's like a link to an internal page as opposed to an external page, and have that internal page like hidden
Yeah,
somehow. I'll play around
yeah.
by my side as see if I
Just
find some.
just so you guys know, I have I absolutely love custom pages because you can do so many things, and you're not restricted on what you want to put on there. So I do really like it. But then that's a personal preference. But I do know, systematically going through a course, XP is built to make sure the student go on the journey, and anything additional, I just kind of custom pages, bonuses, or anything like that, that's just additional for you as well. And you can now, I believe, you can actually do custom bonus pages as well. So that's even cooler. So just think about the different options, Nicholas. There are, I mean, XP is extremely powerful, and it can do a lot of cool things. So yeah, so to have a think about that. So I'm just going to pull up. Actually, am I? Oh no, good. Because I duplicated my course, you see, so some part of my course. So sometimes I get confused where I am. I just wanted to show you this function, Nicholas. I'm sure you already know this. There are two different chat boxes that you can actually add to your single training. On your single training page, that you can actually put a comment down the bottom. Just grab. So if you grab this box, you can actually pop it at the bottom of, people will see it though, because it will stay up. So if you want people to be able to comment and upload things, and you can actually put this block on your single trainings page or on the custom page, anywhere you like. But then that way you can actually pull this information into the individual forum or otherwise, but they will stay at the bottom of each training. So if you want that function also, that's there. So that is not in the back end of where we were creating quizzes before. So this is just something different. So I'm
Okay.
not sure if you've seen this. I come across this and I was really excited. I find this extremely helpful. So the students don't need to actually leave the training to make a comment. Sorry, Dr. Sue, that
Correct.
might be helpful for you also as well if you did want the team discussion.
But
Okay.
I understand that it will be public to any student,
Right.
correct?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Becky and
Well, thank
Dr.
you
Yeah,
Sue.
thanks
both.
so much. Okay.
Nice to have you both back. So have a wonderful day. Oh,
Thank you.
wonderful
Okay.
evening, right? So,
Yes.
Right. Night.
Right.
Okay.
all
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.